Stop fucking with me!
The employee goes home, according to police, gets a knife, comes back, stabs the manager. We've learned her name is...
It gets you to this point, that's when you have to quit your job. Someone picking at you at work or whatever, yeah, you might get into a fight, but to stab them to death is a completely different situation. Like, hi, my name is India. I'm gonna be doing a reaction video to this girl who killed her manager at McDonald's.
I got sent home early yesterday. I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. This shit isn't funny. She needs to understand that just because she's a mother and got children doesn't mean that she can come in this store, you know, disrespecting people, talking to them like everybody's beneath her. She has no respect. And it isn't funny at all. Like, seriously, man, I got shit I gotta take care of. And she keeps sending me home early. It's not funny. She's playing games. And then all day, throughout the day, she keeps sending her little racial shit. And then throughout...
Okay, so I wanna say something. And I know, given the situation, I know it's probably gonna come off like controversial, but it's something about her that I like. Like, you can tell, like, just looking at her hair, just from her hair, I don't see really much else. The glasses, her demeanor, the way she talks, she just seems very like not scared to be herself. Like, she rides her own wave, does her own thing. Anyway,
that she can come in this store, you know, disrespecting people, talking to them like everybody's beneath her. She has no respect.
But you
and
know
it isn't
what?
funny at all.
I'm not sure about.
Like, seriously, man, I got shit I gotta take care of. And she keeps sending me home early. It's not funny. She's playing games. And then all day, throughout the day, she keeps sending her little racial shit. And then throughout the day, she keeps on, like, putting negative energy in the air, talking about people, gossiping about people. It's not funny, man. That shit gonna have to stop. She's a bully. I'm telling you. She's a bully. She brings a lot of negative energy in there. She always panic when there's a lot going on, and then she try to manipulate that and make it seem like we ain't doing something right, but we are working really hard and doing great. It's just the fact that she panicked, and I caught her a few times making a mistake, and she tried to hurry up and play it off. You know, nobody's perfect. It's fucking McDonald's. It happens. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, like, somebody might get confused. So fuck, it gets busy, yeah. But she needs to stop playing like she don't be making mistakes. I be catching her. So her, all that animosity and shit that she keep putting in the air and stuff, then trying to tell me I'm always snapping on people. No, that's false. No, I don't snap on people. I don't go in there doing that. I tell her, no, I make peace. That's what I'm doing. I've been creating peace. So all that negative energy that she's bringing in there and trying to manipulate it, no, that's going to stop. All that negative shit she's saying about, you know, her personal life, all of that. No, she's bringing all of that in there and then playing games saying she want to take her belt off and beat somebody. Y'all act like my kids in here. No, we ain't your kids.
Now, when she said, no, that's going to stop, I wonder if that was a sign of, like, she already had, like, some plans or whatever to make it stop. Like, you know what I mean?
Respect us. Stop talking to us like that. That shit is crazy. I'm telling you. But to get sent home 2 days in a row, man, and I came in on my off day to make up my time, and she still sends me home early, it's not funny. Somebody gonna have to do...
Okay. The situation is not funny, but you know how people, they be they be so serious and passionate about what they're saying, and then sometimes it could just sound funny. And she's like, she is so serious about this woman. But honestly, if it gets you to this point, that's when you have to quit your job. Do not let any job take you to the point of killing someone. I mean, that's just crazy.
Do something about that. It's not funny. It's not fair. It isn't funny at all. So, you know, she could keep being a bully if she wants to, but that shit is going to catch up to her. Because it ain't funny at all. It ain't. She coming in there talking about some, yeah, I broke my door in half and I had to pull my gun out on my kids and this and that. Well, you know, telling us that, like, the fuck you telling us you pulled a gun out on your kids for? You sound like a fucking psychopath. That's what I wanted to tell her. She was talking about some, she blacked out. I'm like, yeah, you must have had blacked out if you pulled the gun out on your kids. Like, you know, like, I'm like, what the fuck you telling me this for? Like to think she's like trying to make it seem like that she big dog or some shit. Give a fuck about you telling me about you pulling the gun out on a kid. I don't fucking, like, that shit doesn't scare me. You know what I mean? That shit doesn't scare me. If she thought she was trying to intimidate me, that shit didn't intimidate me at all. I don't give a fuck about her telling me about what the fuck she did. You know, and maybe that's why they always fighting her, to defend themselves. They probably felt like their life was threatened. The fuck out of here with that shit. I was wrongfully treated today at work.
Oh shit.
I was literally physically tapped on a lot of times. My name kept getting called. I was doing a great job.
Okay, I'm usually like a good judge, read of people. I don't know. I should have finished this before I say this, but she kind of seems like just a sweet person that like just snapped because they got tired of being picked on. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Let's see.
Good job. I kept getting sabotaged.
And you could tell she's like the quirky, weird type. Like, you making a video like this, but you using the filter with the purple wig and eyeshadow and all that. Like,
tempted so my button can get pressed and I can go out of character. So although I went out of character, all I could say was stop talking to me. That's all.
Not the vampire teeth. And it's hard for me to like take her seriously. Like, I'm trying to listen to you, but I'm just looking at this filter. Jesus.
I could say, stop talking to me. And to walk into my space, still bothering me, and I said, get away from me. Please get out of my space if you don't mind. I can't talk right now, and you still continue to touch me. That made me very unhappy. It was ridiculous. Because I'm a great person.
I'm so sorry. God forgive me, but it was ridiculous. Like, she sounds so monotone. Like, but when you think about it, like, this filter like tracks your eyes and everything. And she's just like staring into our souls right now, which I feel like is psychopath vibes. Like,
and I know,
and dead serious. Like,
so I won't be tolerating that. So since they decided to bully me, let the universe show them what's next. Because it wasn't right. It was ridiculous. And there will be hell to pay for that.
oh,
Without a doubt.
that was her threat right there.
I wanted to I had to talk to my neighbor Wayne again and like clear up everything with him, because how I said how like he always like he's always like he always like look at me a certain way or something, and I told him that like I don't want to have sex. I told him that. So it's like, you know, sometimes he would give me something to eat or something if I didn't make anyone on Instacart. I get that. But I told him like I don't want him thinking that that I owe him that just because he do that for me sometimes. I want him to think that I owe him sex. So now like after I told him that, it's like he's been crying and crying and telling me he think I use him. Dismissing everything that I do for him and did for him. Dismissing the fact that he had this condition that he'd been going through for a long time and nobody can help him but me. I helped him get through it. And I cook, and you know, I don't have a lot of money, but I still make money.
Like, did I miss something?
Money at work, but you know, I don't have a car right now. I'm still working to get in a car. And he feels like I owe him sex. And now he's mad and crying and trying to make me feel guilty. I need to just calm down. I'm gonna be okay. But I should have known. I'm playing my peaceful music so I don't have to listen to you doing this, and you're interrupting my music call on my phone. Please leave me alone.
You told me you never ignored me.
Stop fucking with me!
How can I be positive when everything negative coming at me from all directions? Okay, this is crazy. I'm not even near a motel. How can I be positive when everything negative coming at me from all directions? I'm trying to get money to send you. So she was sending this guy money? Like, what? Why were you sending him money? Kind of shows, like, outside of the McDonald's situation, that she already had mental health issues that she was dealing with. She had this guy that she was dealing with in her life that just, like, we don't really know his side, but let's just say, like, it obviously wasn't healthy, whatever was going on. So you gotta, and I felt obligated and forced to show you my bare body. I thought it was just going to show, like, clips of her complaining about the woman, her manager, and then go straight to just maybe her making some threats, and then that was it. This is crazy. This is taking a turn. To this day, I still feel uncomfortable about that. Okay. But you know what? She must have really felt like he must have really had a hold on her, because it almost seemed like she just hated the guy, but was still kind enough to help him even though he lost his job or whatever. But it's like, I don't know, that video she just shows so much anger towards him, like she just wanted to be done with him. But she's like helping him and giving him money, so something will come together.
Harry joining us with the latest. Camille, a lot coming out of this.
Yeah, absolutely. We
Wow.
just spoke with the victim's daughter, who is absolutely beside herself. You're going to be hearing from her later today on our newscast, Fox 2 News, at 5 o'clock. But first of all, let's break down what happened, and I think you've got some video that you can show. This was around 8 o'clock this morning here at the McDonald's in East Point on 9 Mile. There was some sort of verbal altercation between this manager and an employee who, incidentally, the daughter says they were friends, that they were friendly. The employee goes home, according to police, gets a knife, comes back, stabs the manager. We've learned her name is Jennifer Harris, 39 years old, 6 children, a single mom, working here for 15 years, stabs her to death. And then somebody in the drive-thru, this is happening in the area of where the employees are working in the drive-thru section of the fast food restaurant. Somebody going through the drive-thru, a CPL holder, sees everything happen. He shoots his gun in the air to try to stop everything. Unfortunately, he is not successful in doing so. But as the suspect is running out of the McDonald's, the police say that the man with the gun actually ran after her and held her at gunpoint until police arrived. She was arrested. Unfortunately, Jennifer Harris, 39 years old, died once she arrived at a hospital, multiple stab wounds. We did talk to an employee. Here's what she had to say about this horrible tragedy.
She left for 5 minutes. She came back with a mask on her face, and the only thing I seen was her hands. That's how I knew it was her. And she started stabbing her, and I ran for help, and basically asking everybody, like, help or whatever. I tried to stop her. It was no stopping her. She stabbed her everywhere.
If she wasn't going to snap and react and do what she did, then it was going to happen at another point in her life where she was going to hurt someone or maybe even hurt herself, because her temperament was not manageable. Her mood was not manageable. Like, she seemed very unstable. So I think mental health is more of a thing here. Like, I mean, you have like people who kill people but they kill them like out of anger or something like that. I think she was angry. I do think she planned it, so it was premeditated, but I feel like it's different versus like you have someone who is completely with it, like not really, you know, but it was a certain situation that they probably just could not take it anymore. And then it just snapped and it, you know, they did what they did. But then you have people like, I feel like it's her, who they were already very like prone to get triggered to do something like that. Like more like you saw the clip where she screamed. That's not something a stable person would do. You know, like yeah, you might yell, have an argument or whatever, but just the way it was, you could tell the difference from a stable person, I guess, having an argument and an unstable person from having an argument. And it was clear that she had, I don't know what, I can't diagnose anybody, but it was clear that something was wrong. It was abnormal behavior. And so I feel like it should be insanity, even though she premeditated. I feel like it should be a gray line just because I feel like an insane person can plan to do things too. Like, just because you plan to do something doesn't mean that you're not unstable. Like, I feel like it should be, yeah, she planned to do this. Yes, it was premeditated. However, she needs mental health help. She needs a psychologist to sit down with her, talk to her, gauge her emotions, figure out what's going on, and maybe get her on some proper medications or therapy. Or and I know what that lady was saying in the comments about how, oh, people are gonna, you're encouraging the kids to do this and not walk away. I do agree to a certain extent. However, like, it is common that if you have something going on and you're unstable, you're not weighing out your consequences of when you act on whatever you're going to do. So she didn't give a fuck. She wasn't like sitting there thinking about, well, if I do this, I could go to jail for the rest of my life. She didn't care. Like, an unstable person, they're not going to go through the list of consequences, whereas a stable person, yeah, you might, but you can kind of tell, because I don't think I think I agree with the lady to a certain extent, but I feel like she was prone to do this shit anyway. And for the most part, if you are a stable individual and healthy mentally, someone picking at you at work or whatever, yeah, you might get into a fight, but to stab them to death is a completely different situation. Like, even the stuff that she was explaining in the video about what the manager would say to her and the rest of the workers, it's like, okay, yeah, unprofessional, yeah, can be annoying, but to the point that you want to kill them, no. It's like, no, that's not something a stable person would feel like, oh yeah, that qualifies as enough for them to die. It shouldn't be, you can't plead insanity or, it was premeditated, so because you planned it, nothing's wrong with you, go to jail. Like, no. Like, just because somebody is unstable doesn't mean that they're not intelligent enough to make a plan and premeditate a murder. I mean, I think it happens a lot. But anyway, this is crazy, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. And comment and like and subscribe, whatever you want to do. And also comment another thing that you want me to react to, and then we can watch it together and get on stream too, because we can like watch it together and we can chat about it, and it'll be fun. So I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.